Hello and welcome, I'm Nagain Singh and this is Times of India. Today we are bringing you all the updates about Israel-Hamas war because this is day 73 and the war hasn't stopped yet. And it doesn't seem to stop sooner. Just today, Israel figured out that there is a tunnel which is 4 kilometers long in Gaza and Hamas is using it. There are other updates that more than 130 people were killed on Sunday in Gaza. Before that, 90 people were killed before that on Saturday. So you can understand the kind of killings which is happening in Gaza and why United Nations wants a new resolution. So we'll take you through all the updates. What is going to happen today for Israel-Hamas war? The biggest update is that United Nations Security Council, they will be voting today and they will decide and they will try to get a new resolution, and they want a sustainable cessation of the violence that is happening in Gaza. There was a break in the war a few days back and we know that right after that the violence increased. Now yesterday, more than 130 people were killed in a refugee camp. Refugee camps are supposed to be safe places in Gaza, but even those were not spared. People are getting interviews of people who were affected, even the relatives of those who died there, and they have startling stories to tell. So violence hasn't stopped, it has increased. New updates are that Hamas has started attacking more. There were times that Hamas tried to attack Israel last week and they succeeded in few attempts. But overall, Gaza is the place which is worst affected, and even on the 73rd day of the war, there doesn't seem to be much of peace coming through. Last week, UK and the German foreign ministers, they also appealed for ceasefire in Gaza, but they also said that for Israel, it won't be possible to stop the attack against Hamas because this is the time that Hamas should be finished. Now I'll tell you just few of the details of the biggest updates that have taken place in the last week and today. It is that the Israeli army has uncovered the biggest Hamas tunnel in Gaza Strip. United Nations, they will be voting and we'll see what happens after the voting. The Syrian army has said Israeli missiles launched from the Golan Heights had hit sites near Damascus. This news hasn't been confirmed, but this is what the Syrian army has said. The Kerem Shalom crossing between Israel and Gaza was opened on Sunday for some 8 trucks to pass, and some aid has reached 2 Gazans. The Palestinian Health Ministry in the occupied West Bank is calling for an international investigation into reports that Israeli forces buried Palestinians alive in the courtyard of Gaza's Kamal Adwan hospital. France has said that one of its workers was killed by an Israeli attack in Rafah. The director of the Israeli spy agency Mossad has met the Qatari Prime Minister for talks on resuming indirect negotiations on the release of hostages. So what about the hostages? Some of the hostages, they were killed in the misfiring by Israel itself last week, and there are some who are under Hamas's custody, and there are negotiations which are going on in Qatar. Qatar is the country where Hamas says that they have their headquarters as well. So Qatar has been negotiating between US, between Israel, between Hamas and Palestine. So maybe something will come out next week and we will see more release of hostages in future. This is Nagain Singh for Times of India.
From breaking news, detailed analysis, in-depth interviews and explainers, follow the Times of India. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to like our videos and hit the bell icon to stay updated with the latest.